right, so episode 29 recap, guys. Some shit went down. We after we were talking with the Katbayun, we continued exploring the dungeon in search of the Celestials. They had warned us to stay away from the bunny, uh, which unfortunately along the way we did run into the bunny and we did not heed their warning and got into an intense fight with the bunny, which has a diet consisting of brains and brains, pretty much. That's all it really seems to care about. Um, took a chomping on Jarvis's brain, so he's mentally incapacitated at the moment. But after that fight, we finished a brief exploration of the area, which before that, Boomy used a wand and vomited up a bar of soap, which was entertaining. But we proceeded through the area, came across the bunny's nest with some loot in it, and eventually came across a room with the corpse of a celestial, a winged celestial with a trumpet and several like large insect-looking creatures. Jarvis recovered a spear from there. We finished exploring the area and decided that there was no option but to excavate the rubble to continue our search for the Celestials. Um, as we were waiting for Dolar to finish removing the rubble, some people took the time to test out their wands, and to Sibo's unfortunate demise, one of the wands ended up sucking him into the black spear that was carried by Dolar. So rest in peace, Sibo. No foreseeable way to get him out of there, unfortunately. Um, and after the demise of Sibo, Dolar finished removing the rubble, and we proceeded through the dungeon very briefly, just down a hallway. And at that point, we were um, greeted by the Celestials. So the first two that we met were the Lionels, which are a member of an elite rank of battle units for the Celestials. The male Lionel Morcor and the female Kalara. They are essentially the leaders of the garrison. They next we met Sanjid, which was like a hound who was assisting the Celestials as kind of a backup healer. He introduced us to a few other Celestials. Doge, which was a female primary healer of the Celestials. She specializes in curing the mind of others. And then also the female Spurs and the male Basar. They're the scouts. After that, we're given a brief tour of the outpost and provided some living quarters. Currently, the female healer Doge is assisting in healing Jarvis of his brain deficiencies currently, and Boomy also ran into an issue with Spurs. Observing him, he did not seem to like that at all, and that's kind of where we left it. So, still working to reunite the Celestials and the constructs. We spoke with the leaders of the Celestials, and they said it was going to take some time and deliberation to come to a decision there. Still need to remove magical artifacts from Finidar's proximity. And then once all the Celestials and the constructs are united, we need to inform Eridenhale of our success so they can pass on. So Boomy is still magnetic, Tavio, and everyone has all their markings on there. Hannah, Tavio, and Boomy still have the flesh rot affecting them. Robo Dolar still Robo Dolar with his red cheek scale. Jarus is brain deficient, so he can just grunt right now. And rest in peace, Sibo. He's stuck in that spear. He's and yeah. So that's it.
That's where we'll take off from. Yeah, thanks, Greg. Move you guys over to the map. And from what I remember, Dolar chose to hang out with the Lantern Archons,
Yep.
see if there was anything happening. They seemed non-responsive, and well, Boomy's just hiding in the corner because he doesn't like Spur's attention. And meanwhile, Tavio, Spurs was talking to you a little bit about observing your behavior, where you felt the need to defend Boomy, even though she had not accused him of anything.
Yeah, and then I kind of brushed that off and asked where to dispose of the head. And I saw that was the efficiently way to remove shit you didn't want, and I chucked the ones in.
Oh yes, that's right. He did dispose of some of the ones.
Which you left us on a goddamn cliffhanger on.
Yeah, it was a good time. Good time to put a cliffhanger there. Just drag yourself to the map again.
I am apparently next to Space, but I guess I'm here. That's the disposal room, isn't it? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Was that always on the map?
What?
Like the actual pit?
Yeah.
Nah, you added that.
Oh my god, I see a function that says doors.
It's not for this map yet.
Or the next map.
Yeah, not the next one either. For the one after that.
So happy.
I can just remove it from the... There you go. You don't need to look at it.
Oh,
Otherwise, it'll just leave the disappointment.
and Arnie, when
like
you get a
this.
second, can you just put a light source back on me?
Alright, so you chuck a bunch of the wands into the
To be specific, it was
Oh, that's
3,
right. Yeah, they
9,
were gonna
and 10.
fucking something's going down because the fucking wands are gonna
yeah,
explode.
so it was 3 and which other ones?
9 and 10.
Oh god. Oh man. 3 is a good one too, I think.
That's the one Adrian had. He chucked. I don't know why he chucked it.
I don't know why I chucked my wand,
I
because
can't. Oh yes, you just chucked. Yeah, okay, yeah, you chucked it because the other one killed Boomy. That's Sibo.
yeah, which I think is a good reason to chuck away the damn wands.
Yeah, me too. Which is why I'm chucking him into the incinerator.
Alright. So you throw them into the incinerator, and you know what normally happens is when something reaches the bottom, they get zapped and it just gets disintegrated, as non-magical stuff does when touched by disintegrate. And at this point, the disintegrate hits the wands. Like, there's
By
just
the
an
way,
array of
Spurs
them.
should be there.
Yeah, she's there, just at the back.
Yeah, because she escorted me to that room.
Mm-hmm.
Just so in case everything blows up, she fucking blows up as well.
And you chuck the wands in, and you see the array hit the wands, and you see that for a moment they just hover there, and they sort of start glowing a little bit.
Spurs.
As it started glowing, you see that the glow starts expanding and shrinking a little bit, and then just sort of washes over the room faster than you can retreat from it. And then it dissipates. For now, nothing seems to have happened. You don't notice anything different. Didn't hurt.
Spur? Hello?
Yes, that was interesting, but perhaps not very wise.
Yeah, I mean, those ones have caused us quite a lot of hassle, and I figured, like, I mean, you saw
You thought you'd cause yourself some more. Well, that's a good choice.
No, I thought it would destroy them, you see.
Hmm.
I mean, you see the pox marks and stuff, that's the once effect. And you also Dola turn into a robot when you use one of these ones.
It's quite interesting.
So,
Destroying them, perhaps not the... Well, I'll leave it up to you to decide what you do with your life.
I mean, I thought the one was evil, right? So, destroy evil. That should be right up your alley.
Yes. However, I find it hard to give this attribute to an item, as any item used in a certain circumstance can be evil. If I scoop
I mean-
out your eye with a spoon, is the spoon then evil?
No, but I mean, you can have a sentient evil weapon, can't you? That's a thing.
Yes, perhaps, but from what I hear, these ones just had undesirable effects.
Yeah, pretty bad ones though.
Yes, as I said, undesirable.
So, do you have any idea what will happen here? Because that was a bit weird.
I have no idea. You did not give me time to study, you merely threw them in.
I feel like I should probably find my friends.
Yes, and perhaps monitor if everything is okay. Because, well,
I mean, we seem fine.
unaffected now, but let's keep an eye on that.
Dola.
Yes.
I mean,
Where are
he's
you?
miles away. You really can't hear you.
This horse.
does
these
he not
horses
have-
carry.
Does he not
It
have
was-
super construct ears?
Yep. You all have little watches that you press when you're in trouble. And it sends a little signal through. Beep, 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 beep.
I popped my head back to spot. Do you know where Dola went?
I do not know.
I mean, I
believe-
thought.
He went north.
Right.
That was some time ago.
Dola.
Well, I'll go for a wander.
Yeah. Well, I know what Hannah is. I'm a good to Hannah.
It's a choice no man has ever done. Actually,
Mike,
I'm going to get my thing
Mike,
first.
this is you.
Is my internet not fixed?
You're-
Now it seems okay.
No, it seems to be quite shit.
Was he mocking me or is it fine now?
It's fine now.
It wasn't before.
I don't think I'm there. Didn't I go to get my thing cured? I was told where to go, and then I think I went there.
Oh.
No, you went in your room.
I went to my room, then I talked to the one person, and they told me
Yeah,
where to
you
go to get my thing
Went to
cured.
the
and
other
then-
guy, yeah.
Yeah, and then I would have gone there. But I don't remember where the other guy was that could cure my disease, so I'm still in the room.
Yeah, I think you needed to wait because she's trying to help. I mean, Dodge doesn't have time now, and you were told that if you can convince Basar to do it, then he might be able to.
Oh, I'll go convince Baser. Where is he?
Oh, that's a good question.
He's where I am.
What's behind this door, Arna?
One at a time. Come on.
Well, in that case, I'm just in the bed for now. That's just.
Then I go back. You were there all along.
So, what door are you at? Because I have no idea where you went.
I am at this door.
You can see ahead of you. There's a ward.
Well. I'll just take a wander back through the garrison then.
Is Hannah, are you sleeping?
I need this door opened, please.
I'm contemplating my life choices.
Did you perhaps maybe like slightly feel something wash over you just now?
Did I?
It's like there's some benevolent god opening doors as I go.
I didn't, but then again, I'm not the most perceptive person, so. You know.
Wow, I
I
think
was also trying to sleep. Have
I can't
you?
believe. I mean, you just said you weren't the best at something. That's quite impressive. I like to. Anyway, I might
I
have chucked.
mean, I'm still more perceptive than non-paladins.
Right.
Obviously.
Of course, obviously. The thing is, like, I chucked the ones into the incinerator because I thought that was a really good idea. Like, I mean, you can understand. 'Cause
No, I
they
would
were
have done
bad.
that
Exactly.
if there wasn't.
And like, there was like a feeling of something, and then nothing.
Wait,
So
what happened?
I'm just checking all you guys to see if you fight.
Did it explode? Was there?
I mean, they
A match?
vanished.
Do you feel blessed, cursed? Any disease? Any pockmarks that weren't there before? Maybe you know some appendages that haven't been there before. Second tongue? Do you have
You
a
know,
growing fur on any?
I need to go.
I'm gonna go back to the room.
Good talk, Tavio. But then I just goes back to sleep.
All right.
Hey, Dola.
I'll get
hello.
rid of that exhaustion.
Hello, Tavio.
I just
Hold
walked past
on
you.
a moment. Something happened in that room just a moment before. I'm not sure what he's up to now. Go and have a
Oh.
look.
Oh, okay.
Are you quite all right there?
Nope. Hang on.
What's wrong?
I mean, I think I might die.
What?
Of what?
What's wrong?
I don't know. All I know is I need to destroy these things.
Destroy what things?
Now, hold on a moment. Perhaps let's not have any more of that. And she sort of like pulls you back by your cloak.
I will fight her.
I will help her. Restrain him, like pin him to the floor.
Okay, I don't think that's a fight you can win, Tavia.
Well, I'm dexterous as fuck, motherfucker.
Are you?
Classic.
So before the point where Dola gets there to intervene and like hold you down, she's just like dragging you back, and you're just kicking your feet as you're being dragged backwards. And she removes you a relatively safe distance from the thing and says, "Well now, what is it that is ailing you? Let's not destroy anything just yet. You just did that, and that doesn't seem like that was the best choice so far. So
I mean,
it ails you."
I think my items are evil. I need to like chuck them in there and destroy them.
Right, Tavio, talk to me. Come on.
You mentioned that just before, that items were evil. Have you had some traumatic experience recently?
We just lost a friend, I guess. Due to these fucking ones, I might add.
Friend.
Yes, this happened due to the use of these items, correct?
Yep.
So then, would it make sense to just not use them for now, rather than destroy them?
Oops.
Well, I destroyed 3 of them.
Yes, well aware.
I really feel like I should chuck all my items into this thing.
Right. Tavio. This
What?
is Dolar. Calm down. Come, we'll have a talk. There's some seats through there. Leave your items here. Give me the bag. Put everything in the bag and give it to me. And I will leave them here. And we'll go and we'll have a talk and we'll calm down.
No.
Trust me. Okay? If you want to destroy the items, we will destroy the items.
Good.
But if we listen to the Celestials, they know what they're talking about. We'll just put them all in here, in a bag in the corner. You come with me and we'll get you some soup, we'll get you a nice comfy chair, we'll get you a book to read, and then let them dispose of the items.
So how far back did she pull me?
Where you are now.
Okay, so I take my hand into my bag of holding and I pull out the one molten magic stone and I will try and attempt to throw it into the pit.
Also, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check to see if you can get it done before she stops you. you just reach in and the hand goes, let's not do that, shall we? Perhaps listen to your friend. I think he's looking out for you.
No. I mean, I will die if I don't destroy these items.
And at this point, like you notice that there's something weird starts happening with the room, and you'll start sliding to the side,
What side?
to the south side.
Oh, okay.
So and it suddenly feels like the room looks straight, but it feels like it's on its side somehow, even though it looks normal. And you can tell that you're being like dragged off to what now seems to be the bottom, as the room, like this. Now it feels like it's like this for gravity's sake. You slide down, slam against the wall, and you're kind of stuck there for a while.
Oh, you guys are so lucky it didn't go the other direction.
We need to get out of this room. Let's go.
Yeah, and you can try and like walk along the sides a little bit, but it's gonna be a bit tricky to get to the door.
I'm gonna dig my big metal claws into the floor.
Yeah, I mean, the floor here doesn't really allow for digging. You can get some traction on it. But...
Yeah, that's the intent. I'm not looking to like dig a hole through the dungeon. I'm off to China.
And then on the other side, there's another dungeon.
Except everything's in Chinese and it's even more confusing.
What's going on?
Pop-up ads everywhere. And fucking, it's horrible.
I basically want to try and climb out of the room, but drag Tavio with me.
Yeah, sure. Just give me a select check.
Poor Arne would have to do an Oriental Adventures conversion.
You try for a while, but you seem to be struggling to get out. And
I gotta look at the Celestial.
you see Spurs behind you, and she sort of lifts up on a like a small cloud appears at her feet, and she just levitates out of the room.
Couldn't you have done that earlier?
And she just looks at you and says, "For me, yes. For you, no."
Right. Well, I'm gonna take my rope out of my backpack and throw it to her. And hopefully she understands the concept of catch the rope.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it falls on the floor next to her, and the moment she
Now
gets
that-
in the room, she seems to be standing normally, which looks weird to you now, because you're standing like, sideways like this, and she's just standing up, so it looks like she should be falling.
Yeah.
But she eventually she grabs the rope, which like,
While he's doing that, by the way, I will do what I tried to do earlier because he's not paying attention anymore. So I will chuck the molten rock into the thing.
Right. I'm gonna fucking punch Tavio.
When Sibo died, did his madness just spread?
could you make a stealth check, please? Opposed by Dora's perception to see if he notices you trying to do this. Or sleight of hand if you're proficient, whichever, doesn't really matter.
These rolls!
I'm dexterous as fuck.
My computer's like. Oh. Yeah.
So you see it, Dora.
It's +1
I'm gonna
dex.
stop him.
No, Dola, these items need to go. They're evil.
I'm gonna grab his hand and apply enough pressure that he knows that I'm not in the mood for this carry on right now, and start pulling him towards the edge of the room whilst holding the rope.
We are the Special Olympics of dungeon divers.
When he grabs me, I'm gonna cast Whole Person on him.
Oh,
Okay.
motherfucker.
Alright, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Does it work on him though?
I'm not a person technically.
You're still a humanoid.
That's a lie. I have 2 spell slots left.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. Hopefully this works. Oh,
Fuck!
The count is still 9 for those keeping track at home. Or 5, I mean.
I'm gonna notice what he's done, and I really want to hit him, but no. I'm gonna come on, Tavio, and I'm gonna force him.
Force me to do what?
Get out.
Oh.
I'm gonna force him out of the room.
shout, "No!" And I'm gonna cast Hold Person again.
Do you really want me to attack you? Because it will not end well.
Why is it not refreshing?
Ah, fuck. Should have kept my inspiration for there.
Yeah, so at this point, Dolar freezes in place.
I will quickly try and tie the rope he has around him so that Spur can pull him out.
I'm going to use my helmet trinket I have to send messages to him.
Okay.
The protecting helm of cloying.
I don't think
So-
you can. Hold on, let me check something because I don't think you can.
Because you probably need an action, right, to do that?
Yeah.
And you got no actions, buddy.
Bitch.
Well, that was a little.
Tavio has no spell slots, and when we get out of this
Yes.
room, we'll be
cannot
having a
take,
talk.
You cannot take actions or reactions.
Okay, so while I'm gonna like Spur, get him out. I'm gonna tie the thing around him. I'm doing it for the best of us, Dolar. This needs to be done. And then I guess that'll take a while, so we probably get a few more saving throws. I don't know.
Probably one if you're tying them.
Yeah, just go for one more. And
Nope.
that's enough.
Oh,
I'm going to pretend that I'm not unstuck, and then I'm gonna like fucking bear hug him.
Right, go ahead and make the grapple.
Is that just a strength check or?
Athletics.
Oh God, I'm rolling like pure ass today.
yes. Can I use acrobatics to get out of that? Or
Yeah.
do I have to?
Yeah, one. Or if you're not, if you're still in it.
Oh, there you go. Finally, a decent roll.
Okay. So as I slip out, I'm gonna chuck the molten rock into the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna attack Tavio. Could have used my sword, but I'm gonna use the pommel.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you do lethal damage until someone goes down anyway in 5e. So, but I get the idea that you're not slashing at him with your thing. Yeah, go ahead and roll as an improvised weapon then. With 1d4 plus strength without proficiency bonus on the roll.
I mean, it was my turn. I chucked that rock first.
Yeah, it's okay. Flying.
So you still have to roll the hit, don't you? 1d20.
Plus
So how does the gravity work on the rock I tried to throw in?
I mean, it's the same, but you can still angle it to throw it in there. It's
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so the rock goes flying as you go to strike out. Do you still want to hit him, even though he's already thrown it?
Yeah, fuck him. Need to knock him out before he goes mad and tries to fucking bring the dungeon round.
15 hits you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you
15
get,
is my AC, so that's a hit,
so
right?
it hits. Yeah. So you get like a pommel to the back of the head for 1d4 plus strength damage, whatever that is.
Don't know why this is happening.
So he knocks you in the back of the head and you stumble forwards a little bit after an unexpected blow.
I'm gonna hit him twice.
Ow! Dola, quit!
Get out of the room. Stop this madness now, Tavio. Listen to me. Stop it. The garrison have told you to stop. You need to stop.
Well, I suggested it merely.
Jesus Christ. The constructs were so much easier to deal with.
I will start, like, pulling out fistfuls of potions from the bags and chucking them.
I'm just gonna have to fucking wail on him then, like full on. I'm gonna have to knock him out.
Yeah, I mean, one potion per action.
Yeah, and I mean, most of them are all just acid, but I wouldn't know that because I never checked.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think
try-
all of them are acid now.
Is in this, but how do you just roll initiative?
No, it's okay. Don't need initiative for this. And at this point, you see that that Spur sort of looks at you and says, "Well, should I still bring you up here, Dolar? You seem to be content down there."
No, get down here and get him out.
Well, that is one option.
It's the
I'm
best.
rather curious to see what's happening.
No, he's going to cause some form of, I don't know how this stuff works. Magical feedback, earthquake.
Throwing
I don't know.
potions? I very much doubt that.
Well, we've seen what happened the last time something magical went into the well.
Yes, that's a slightly different story. Does he have any more of those ones?
I don't know. He's just gone a bit mad. He's throwing everything in there.
And meanwhile, like 5 potions have, of course, gone
Yeah,
down
yeah,
the
yeah. I'm
drain.
chucking potions. I got a shit ton of potions though in that bag.
Fuck it.
So
I gotta try and grapple him again then.
I'm really happy we left so many potions with Tavio.
they're all useless.
Yeah, they all turned to poison, remember?
I don't remember this, but it's okay.
I'm trying to like not chuck all my shit.
Alright, can you make acrobatics or athletics again?
I can't.
I don't think you're gonna beat that. Oh my god!
Ah, defender wins.
Exactly.
Oh my god!
You know what? Fuck you, Tavio. Just content yourself with your own death. Pull me out, Spurs.
At this point, she's like, "Yes, I'll stand here and watch that if you don't mind."
Yeah, you work away.
She pulls you up.
I am going to go and fuck off and find somebody intelligent to talk to.
Oh,
You-
good luck.
You could come and say hi to Jairus.
So she's content with just watching me chuck potions, right? That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so after I'm done with all the potions, which are now gone, the next is the wand of cure wounds.
Yeah, before that, at some point, what happens is that you throw one of the potions, and the potion sort of splatters against the side of the pit because you didn't quite throw it right, and you know you're expecting a splash of something, and suddenly like this huge sarcophagus appears, fully inlaid with gold, and
What the fuck?
it completely covers the hole plus a little bit of the room.
I love it.
She says, "That is most interesting. I must say I did not expect this." And you see that she's just pondering for a moment.
Do I know what the sarcophagus is? Is there any kind of significance, like history-wise or something to it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for a history check.
Goddamn Dolar, why didn't you pull me out?
Dolar is not a patient man.
Yeah, but he's a contract. He has all the time in the world now.
You have no idea.
I have no idea.
You made your
Okay.
choice.
So, I'm gonna just continue what I'm doing then. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you can't really throw anything in anymore because sarcophagus is blocking the.
Oh, okay. I'm
the-
gonna crawl towards the sarcophagus then, so I can get over it.
Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me put a. something on the map
Is it?
thing.
Is it on? Because we're on the wall now, right? Which is the floor.
It's like a
oh,
V.
You're like halfway. Like it seems like it's.
Oh, okay.
Gravity 45 degrees.
Oh, that's a big. No, that's hard to climb 45 degrees.
That is hard.
But I mean, this wall along the left, west for me, that should be like the funnel, though. I could walk easily that way.
Yeah, you can walk like backwards and forwards across the room, like from left to right on the map. That's no problem.
Yeah.
But this thing is sort of like this sort of size.
So I'm gonna scoot over this way.
So,
Is it at all feasible for me to get over this thing?
not without some sort of assistance. It doesn't look like you'll be getting up there anytime soon.
How tall is it?
Well, normally it would be, I don't know, 8 to 10 foot or something tall. Meanwhile,
I-
where are you going, Dollar?
I'm going down to. Is this door open?
Which one?
Where I'm standing, I'm down here
Oh,
beside.
yeah, it is.
What's this guy doing?
So when you enter this room, you see that there's a whole, like maybe 10 or so beds, small beds, which have been shoved together to make like one giant bed. And this guy is just lounging in the middle of it. And it's like sheets and blankets, and it looks like the space for at least 10 or 15 people in this bed. But he's just lying like right in the middle of it. And he's staring up at the ceiling.
Comfortable?
Quite.
You look like you're enjoying yourself.
You?
I don't really sleep anymore. Doesn't make a difference. On-off switch. I wasn't
Yes.
always this way, but it looks lavish. What is it you do here? If you don't mind me asking.
Is it not obvious?
I know you sleep. I meant what you do in the garrison.
Yeah. Okay.
That guy is a
You should say
vampire,
that
by the way.
then.
He's a fucking vampire.
Which guy?
If you are the guy I think you are at.
This guy?
Yeah, definitely a vampire.
No, he's clearly a celestial. Well, he's gonna have to be shit out of luck trying to bite metal.
Well, what do you want?
Well, we're waiting for your commanders to come up with a decision, so I'm just wandering, bored. There's nothing to fight. There's nothing to do.
Ah,
Spend some time with the little. I don't know what the hell they are.
existing is fighting to you then.
It's not everything, but for the last while it has been.
Interesting.
My people weren't blessed with an easy life.
Easy. Is that what you think this is?
Well, not this, but some people have an easier start to life. Being hunted daily for your scales isn't really an easy start.
I imagine it makes one grow up rather fast, yes.
It does. Do you just spend all day in bed then, or
If possible.
that doesn't seem very productive for the garrison?
When my assistance is really needed, it is given.
Well, surely it shouldn't be just when it is needed. It should be constant contribution, being that there are
Yes.
so few of us left.
Of us, you say?
Yes, us. I'm part of the garrison now.
Ah, yes. Well, be that as it may. You are not one of us, are you?
Well, I'm not a celestial, if that's what you mean.
Exactly. Well, never mind. What do you need doing?
I don't know. Do you know how to fix constructs?
No.
You could, I don't know, go and help your commanders instead of lying here in your bed all day.
And what, pray tell, do they require my help with at this moment?
I don't know. Why don't you go and ask them?
Oh, I have.
You have. You mean you have?
As I said, I have.
Oh, are you all like magic? That stuff's beyond me. Well, is there anything to do in the garrison?
Yes.
Slime.
read. And every now and then, charge a ward if you're capable.
I don't have magical capabilities, unfortunately.
So what do you suggest your contribution will be?
I'm very good at killing things.
Ah, well, why don't you go find something to kill then, rather than killing my time?
Though you're a smart one, aren't you? The way you're dressed, I take it you don't fight much in the front lines.
Ah, when there's a front line, let me
I
know.
suppose they're all around. I'd hold you to that. If we get in a fight and you don't come,
And he just nods slowly.
goddamn delinquent. What's your name?
Basar, I'm sure Sanchi told you. We're not listening.
You weren't important enough for me to listen about. I'll just walk off when I say that.
He doesn't really seem phased.
You're so mean, Dolan.
You know that guy's a dick.
Spur, would you mind lifting me over here?
Oh, yes, no problem.
Thank you.
And she just goes to pick you up, and as she picks you up, she just flies with you out of the room.
What? No, wrong way. It's the wrong way. Spur.
Yes, however, you seem to be causing some issue. Look what you've done. Interesting as this is, now you've blocked our disintegrator. It's not very useful, is it?
You fly me over it, and I'll fix it.
No, I don't think so. I think you're causing more trouble than it's worth. Come with me.
I'm gonna run back in.
Yeah, and she just grabs you again. You can try and defend, but I can tell you, it's not very productive, probably. And she's sort of like, as you try and resist a few times, perhaps there's a bit of a squibble, and she sort of flies over, and you see that actually her already rather pale-looking skin just sort of dissipates, and her robes sort of whirl around you in a small whirlwind, and she just lifts you up back to the platform without even having to handle you physically.
You don't understand. I'm gonna die. I need to destroy all these
You'll
items.
be fine. Now, hold on. And she just shuts the door to the room. And starts moving you along. You just float. It's pleasant, but you get the idea that you're still stuck in the little tornado around you.
Help! She's killing me.
What?
She's killing me.
What?
He seems to be afflicted. I'm not sure what has happened to all of you, but well, this is the second person in here whose mind seems to have been tampered with.
Help!
I'll take him to Dodge and see how she's proceeding with your cat-like friend.
Okay.
No! Stop! Wrong way! Wrong room! Other way!
I take it it's this way, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Can I break out of this whirlwind bullshit?
nah. I mean, you could possibly break out, but she can do it at will, so she'll just redo it if need be. She's not harming you.
She is. She's killing me.
Yeah, of course she is. And she floats over, and you notice at at some point, Dolar, the sound of Tavir shouting just gets muffled, like it's behind a thick wall.
Ah, that's so much better.
And she floats over, and you see that yeah, pretty much correct. Jairus is sitting there, and he still looks a bit out of it. He seems to have been sedated in some way. He's not angry or anything. He just, like, he's had a bit too much catnip, and he's past the high now. And you see that she's like pressing some points on different parts of his body to loosen him up. And as you enter, she looks over at you, Dolar, following, and she obviously comes in like on her cloud, and Doge looks over and says, "Oh."
Doge, she's killing me!
And you just hear like, "Doge, she's kidding me." It's barely audible at this point.
Am I free to move inside this thing?
Yeah, you can move. It's just like bang on a Like, you know, one of those bubble things that people go in to walk on water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about as much use as that.
I'm gonna drink my potion of invisibility.
Okay. You go invisible. If that was one of the ones you had from before.
Yeah.
You're just gonna fucking blow a potion of invisibility. You're like, these magic items are gonna
Now
kill
that
me. I
you're-
should drink one.
I know that you're trying to
It's a baby.
cure. It is a baby.
Oh dear.
I know that you're trying to cure your patient, but I think this one might need slightly more urgent attention. He seems to think that his items will kill him if he doesn't destroy them. Have you seen anything like this before? And Dodge just turns very slowly, shakes her head briefly at Spur, and says, Yes, I'm afraid this will have to wait a bit longer. And she gets up from Jairus, moves over to where you are, and she sort of looks over at Spur and says, "He's still in there, I assume." And Spur's like, "Yes."
No, I'm not.
He seems to think that this will make him, well, unnoticeable. I'm not quite sure. He's clearly still resisting against the bonds. I will allow you to reach through. Hold on. And you see that the whirlwind swirls a little bit, and at this point, Doris reaches in, tries to reach at you, Tavia, to see where you are.
Can I slip out?
Yeah, sure. You can try.
Opportunity attack.
Give me a stealth check.
27 D10. You're dead.
God damn it!
Your rolls have been splendid tonight.
Dexterous as fuck indeed.
Fuck you!
And she just grabs your hand. It's like, there you are. Well, don't feel anything strange. Let me probe
I'm
a
gonna
little bit
pretend
deeper.
faint.
Like to fall to the floor?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
You're still invisible though, right? So
Yeah.
So you just hear his head hit the floor.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please, for me?
Yes. I will use my charismatic to roll the charisma saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
God fucking damn it!
Damn rolls today.
That's a plus 8!
And you can feel that something's probing into your mind to see what your thoughts are at the moment. And sort of
Can I tell what it is?
Yeah, it's detect thoughts.
Okay. I'm gonna think. I'm not gonna flee. I'm not gonna flee. I'm not gonna flee. I'm not gonna flee. And the second there's
Sorry,
no one
Mike.
actually holding me, I'm gonna try and bolt.
I'm gonna jump on him.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't see me.
The spell's still holding you to some extent. It's not completely gone. And she, you know, you feel it yourself because she has a hand on you, and she's probing into your mind, and you feel that she's digging into your subconscious a little bit to see what's going on there. And, after a moment, Dora, you hear Dora saying to Spur, seems this is not something that's existed for long in his mind. Did something happen to him recently?
We lost our friend.
When was this?
Oh, literally moments before we met you. He was sucked into.
Yeah, so
This
that
and
was
pull the
some
spear
hours
out.
ago.
Yeah.
Yes, no, this is more recent.
He threw some wands into the incinerator.
What kind of ones were they?
Intelligentsia. Magic.
Magic ones. Spur saw me do this. I mean,
Yeah, but she doesn't know what the ones were exactly either.
no one goddamn knows what the fucking ones were.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Hmm.
can't help you. Sorry.
Don't
Well,
you have one,
perhaps
Dola?
this is
I-
related somehow.
I have got one, I think. No, I don't. I threw all mine down in a tantrum.
Well,
Jarvis does have one. It's probably just sitting like in his belt loop or something. Stupid like that. Like just sitting there.
Yeah, according to the artwork, he's not wearing much, so if he's on, has it on it, you can see it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Is it okay if I take this from your friend and have a look at it?
yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Well, and she picks it up, hands it over to Spur. Says, Spur, could you please? Yes, perhaps.
I fucking
Just
hate this book.
hold on to him for a moment for me. And at this point, Doge grabs you, and you feel like a cold tingle run through your body. As it seems that her like touch when she's properly touching you seems to slow you down a bit.
I'm still going with the tactic to play fainted. So like if
Oh
they...
yeah, but sure, she's still holding on to you though.
Well, plus she's also detect thoughts on you, so she's like, I'm
No,
gonna
not
keep it.
Spur. He doesn't know.
Uh,
Okay.
That's what we're trying to find out. Strange what's happened.
I need to go and check on Hannah.
That is fine. Just close the door when you leave, please.
Yeah, can I come back in though once I'm done?
Of course, no problem.
Thank you.
Dola, don't leave me with these psychos.
You'll be okay, Tavio. I'll close the door as I leave.
And so she does a few more things. Tavia, you see Spur investigating the wand a little bit. Takes a while, and in a few minutes later, she explains to Dodge. Well, they seem to have some potentially dangerous properties. Best if we keep them away from them. They don't seem to have much restraint in using them. We can, of course, explain to them what they do, but let's not leave them with them unsupervised. This would be a risk to us all. For this man here, what can you do? Well, I can try and cure this malady of the mind that he has. Would you be so kind as to then take my ward duty? I feel after spending time with two people today, I won't have the power. And you see Spur think for a moment. She's like, always comes down to this, doesn't it? Fucking hell.
Oh, cursing.
Fine. Fine. Just get it done. And a few moments later, Tavio, you are released and the urge from your mind is gone.
I feel a bit embarrassed.
There's no need.
So what happened?
Right, well, what Doge explained to me she found in your mind is that you had this supposed belief that you had to rid yourself of your magical equipment or that you would perish. Rather irrational and thus not very deep rooted, therefore she could cure it rather quickly.
Right.
Perhaps
happens
side
with-
effect of one of the wands being destroyed. They seem to hold some powerful magic. Perhaps best you leave those with us until we can determine what they're doing, if they're safe for use.
That's why I was trying to destroy them, because they were doing weird shit.
Yes, sometimes when powerful magic meets powerful magic, things don't go quite as expected. This is something that should be handled with a little bit more caution, if you don't mind.
You know, I never really studied magic. It just kind of happened. And then... yeah.
Yes. So, for that reason and many others, please leave it here with us.
Oh no, it's gone.
And she gestures at the one that she was holding.
Oh yeah, you can keep that. I don't need that.
And she just walks over and puts it on the nightstand near where Dodge's dresser is. There do seem to be some lingering effects in your mind. Please, if anything strange happens, do come consult us and
I mean, when you say strange, because there's been a lot of strange things recently.
yes,
Like-
well, it's hard to tell. These were not so obvious. So perhaps I should accompany to one of your friends, and you should stay in their presence in case anything further occurs.
Mm. God damn it! I
Perhaps-
ruined my molten rock. That was
For the
annoying.
best of it, perhaps it's a good idea to confine yourself to quarters for some time. Just
Yeah,
for
and yeah.
safety's sake.
Do you have any idea what the fucking sarcophagus does?
No, different worries. It seems to be a sarcophagus. I'm not aware of its implications yet.
Right. I'm gonna go over to Jairus. Jairus, you okay?
I'll get back to working on him now.
Thank you. I'm gonna go be in the shame corner for now. Hello.
Oh god. Hannah's probably having an aneurysm right now because man keep invading your chambers when she's trying to sleep.
I'm not a man. Come on.
You seem a bit angry, Hannah.
Tavio, this is the first time in a while we've had actual chambers with doors to sleep in,
Right.
and you people keep coming in here while I'm trying to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking knock!
Oh, the door was open. Dola was kind of standing in the door. He seems.
I am aware of Dola's presence. Fiercely.
He seemed to have left.
Okay, Tavio, just be in that corner over there. Quietly.
Oh, that's perfect. That's where I needed to be. I'm gonna sit in the corner.
I'm gonna find the other Celestials.
Hannah buries her head under the pillow. Hopefully I'll get rid of this exhaustion somehow.
Spur.
Yes, and you see that she's walking over to the incinerator room.
What is the deal with Bizarre?
Bizarre, he's a good man, really. He's just been worn by the ages.
I understand. He still could be a bit more helpful.
While I do agree, don't judge him too simply. You should try spending a couple thousand years here and seeing how you feel afterwards.
Well, that's true. I will give him the benefit of the doubt. He just doesn't seem to take well to others.
He simply does what is needed of him and nothing more. Which,
I would say it's
Oh.
really strenuous anyway on your duties here.
it depends. It comes and goes. Time for us is different, you see.
And what are we going to do about the old problem?
Do what?
The problem?
No, sorry.
Which problem?
That problem. And I'll point at the giant sarcophagus.
Ah, yes, well, that's what I came here to investigate. And she floats over.
Do you need some assistance?
If you think you can offer some.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll jump into the room and take it still sideways.
Yep.
Hello.
And she just goes to hover around it, basically. Meanwhile, Hannah, Tavio, you're taking a rest?
Hannah is currently mumbling in her sleep about being very embarrassed for having everyone come over just to give her this award for slaying the most devils this year.
I am like in the corner, just
Yeah,
being a
just
bit ashamed.
sitting or trying to sleep, or
No, just sitting.
okay. All right. So, Hannah, you get some shut eye as interruptions cease for a while.
Okay, so I get to remove exhaustion, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Thank God. Do I also get to remove one of the minuses, or is 2 days not over yet?
No, I think that we can assume that some downtime's happening now, so you can remove another one of those.
Yes,
And,
I'm finally getting closer to be a proper...
proper paladin again.
Yeah.
And Cheris, eventually you find yourself coming to. The high seems to have passed, and you seem to have your senses back.
Thank you.
She
Goodness.
She looks at you and says, "Hi there."
Hello.
Ah, good. Your speech has returned.
Do I remember things that have happened up until this point, or am I like confused?
Yeah, I was rather confused about what happens. I think your brain is having some trouble processing what happened during your dumb time, let's say.
Okay.
So,
who are you, and where am I?
I am Dodge. You're in the garrison. You're safe. Do not worry.
Oh,
You suffered some damage to your mind.
yeah,
Do you understand what that is?
I got quite a headache still.
Yes, you had something similar, but a bit worse.
Well,
I tried to resolve it as best I could. I'm glad that your speech is back. I was worried that might not come back immediately.
thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Do you know where my friends are?
Which ones do you consider your friends?
They're they're all my friends, I guess.
In that case, she quirks an eyebrow. I believe that some quarters have been arranged for you. Sanjit was working on these. I can show you there if you'd like.
Yes, please.
And she starts just leading you out.
Alright, so where's the quarters? Over here?
Over this way, and then over here, and then both rooms here.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, I need to go and rest myself now. That was quite exhausting. If you need anything, let me know.
Okay.
And she heads back to her room.
And Jarvis just like walks into the quarters and hi guys.
For the love of Tom!
I get up. Oh, thank the gods! And I run over and I actually fucking hug you.
What the hell are you doing? Get off of me.
Sleeping!
Well, no one's stopping you.
A rabbit ate your brain, Jarvis.
Oh yeah, the rabbit. Oh god. The evil rabbit. I remember now.
Yeah, it took a good chunk of your brain. It's so good to see you alive.
Where's everyone else?
Well, I think
Elsewhere!
Hannah, shut up. Boomy is hiding. He doesn't feel like home in here. I think he's inside his tiny hut, and it's like you can't see through it, and it's just hiding.
Okay.
And
Took some
I mean,
magazines in there, you know, having some sweet alone time.
And Ola, I don't know. I was just like contemplating stupid decisions. Um, good news, I destroyed the wands. Bad news, had bad side effects.
Like what?
Well, I did chuck in a bunch of magical items into the incinerator. A slight mishap.
And what about Sibo and Dolar?
Oh shit.
What?
Sibo's dead.
What do you mean Sibo's dead?
We were trying out the wands, and he disintegrated.
What?
I mean, he vanished. He's inside Ola's bear, I think.
Where's Dolar?
I don't know, he was wandering around here. Let's go and find him. Hannah, get up.
What? Hannah gets up, and then she starts slowly putting on her armor,
Alright.
all the while giving Tavio a stinky eye.
I've left.
Well, then Hannah's just gonna take off the armor again and go back to bed. If they don't make sure she follows you, fuck that.
Do you know where Boomy is?
I think in here, like where we came in.
I don't fucking know where anything is.
No, just follow me, man.
I'll just move you there a little bit.
Okay. I mean,
There you go.
I point towards the tiny hut. He's in there.
And then Jess will go and like knock on the dome. Do.
I think you can mute it from the outside, right? Sound doesn't pass through.
I think he made it so nothing passed through because he didn't want the other
Yeah.
person looking at him.
I really, really need a pee break.
Yeah, so I think he's just like he's doing something in there, but there's no response.
Well, how much time has passed, by the way? Because if Hannah got a rest, it should probably be wearing off soon, right?
Oh yeah, I think he's probably recasted by now.
Okay.
assuming. He had quite a bit of spell scribing to do, so I'm just gonna leave him in there to do his thing. Meanwhile, Dolar. What are you doing to assist Spur with the sarcophagus?
I'm gonna say, should we open it?
Well, perhaps it's best to leave that for another time. After all, it doesn't seem to be dangerous right now, just rather inconvenient.
Why don't we go and get the others?
We could, but, well, I think Doge definitely wants some rest.
No,
I know that Bezar's not going to get up for this. I don't really want to go and bother Kalara with this.
I think we should at least then speak to Mortar.
Well, from what I understood, they are trying to decide on our future with the inevitables. I would not want to disturb them during this important council.
I still think we need to resolve this issue now rather than later.
Yes, I understand that your time is different than ours. You see things much more direct approach with short-term plans. However, I do not think this is urgent.
The giant golden sarcophagus that just appeared seems pretty urgent to me. But I understand you have to charge the wards, so...
Yes, that, and it doesn't seem to be moving. It doesn't seem to be causing us any harm.
Well, do we just lock it in here for now then?
I think that's a very reasonable solution.
Alright.
Someone's breathing into the mic.
I was just AFK, so when I put on my headset, the mic moves.
I don't know. He looks like he's in the same exact place as he was when he got back.
Can you explain the science behind your microphone moving if you put on your headset?
Yeah, because when you put it down, and then physics moves it.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so just for timekeeping's sake, you can all have your like you have time to sleep and things if you want to, and so a day passes pretty much with the curing of Jaras, with the contemplating that Tavia was doing. Hannah got some sleep.
Lots of sleep. She did not leave that bed.
Dolar was going around doing various things.
So what does that equate to? Is is it just the passage of time, or is it?
Yeah,
It
just
equates
pass your
anything.
time and you can in case you needed to sleep, you can mark that you've slept.
Oh, okay.
You can sleep once every 24 hours, so that should be done.
Is there anyone else in the garrison we haven't met yet? Or is this it?
Who are you asking?
Spurs?
No, there currently are no other members of our garrison, sadly.
Can I see if I can remember how many candles were lit in Redeemed Room?
Yeah, sure, give me an intelligence check.
I have no idea.
What was it? 12? 20? I don't know, something more than 10.
Yep, I ran out of fingers.
Yeah.
What's the deal with the giant loading ball things?
The Lantern Archons.
That's they are.
Yes. I believe this has been discussed before, no?
I know they just sit there, but what else do they do?
Well, that is exactly what we discussed, is it not?
I can't even remember how many fucking candles I seen 2 days ago.
Yes, so it seems.
I need a notepad.
Hey, what?
A thing for writing, like a book.
Ah. Replacement memory.
Yes.
Is this a result of your construct state?
No. But I do have a backup drive.
I see.
I've got the cloud. I can just upload to it and download it.
And she's sort of like, she has this. You just see it for a second where a frown passes over her face as you mention that it's not a result of being a construct. And she seems confused. She says, well, I do not use such tools.
Unfortunately, us mortals don't have the same. How do I put it?
Attention to detail. Yes, I know.
No, not that.
Oh, certainly that. But perhaps that is not what you meant.
No, it's not. And frankly, that was quite rude. That's all I know about it. It's like it exists off there somewhere.
It's like on an air balloon, right?
Yep. That's pretty much it.
He legit thinks it's a
Nice.
cloud. He thinks that somehow we learned how to store data in
Is
clouds.
that not what it is? Is that not what they fly planes up? Fly planes up and they store all the data and then they...
I sell stuff like sell cloud products for a living. So
I know there's a cloud and you can put things on the cloud. And that's about it.
Fantastic, absolutely staggering.
Computer wizardry.
Right.
I don't
Apologies if I was rude. I was just being honest.
I understand you probably don't have much interaction with beings other than yourselves. Seems quite lonely.
And she says, well, if you want to put it that way, peaceful sometimes as well. And she starts floating off.
Bye-bye. Bye.
And Tavia, you see her passing through the room where Boomy is, assuming you're still staying there.
Oh, hello.
Yes. Hi.
Was this Spur?
And then she goes into her room.
As she's floating by though, I'm gonna say,
I'm sorry, by the way.
4.
You know, causing a ruckus.
What?
Ah, yes.
What happened?
That's fine.
Oh, look, it's Jarvis.
Oh,
Well,
hello, Dollar.
well, you see,
And,
Jarvis.
and
you know,
as Dolar comes in and greets you, she goes into her room and closes the door.
so
I think she likes me.
I don't think she likes anyway. But that's beside. I was just explaining Jarvis what happened to Sibo, which is incidentally kind of why I destroyed the one. So Sibo used the wand, and then he got sucked into that spear, which you probably shouldn't mention to the Celestials because they might take the spear.
No,
And I
it's
want to
my
get,
spear.
yeah, I want Sibo out of that thing. And so the thing is, after that, I destroyed the ones because they had like an incinerator thing here, like destroys items. Turns out you're not supposed to use the thing for magical items. Who would have fucking thought, you know? And then all hell broke loose, and I summoned the sarcophagus, and I destroyed some of our items, maybe, perhaps. And yeah,
Don't forget twisting gravity.
and I did twist gravity. Yeah.
I did hit him in the head to see if it was a spider.
You did hit me in the head. That was really rude.
I thought you'd gone mad. I thought,
You know what I would do if I thought you went mad? I would try and cure you. I wouldn't try and fucking punch you.
I thought curing you by a physical blow to the head would work.
My brain gets turned to jelly for like 2 hours, and you guys just fuck everything up. Wow.
You be quiet. I could have left you to wander the fucking dungeon. All right.
You didn't fucking do shit. I remember
I-
Tavio petting me.
Oh, well done. You got petted. Do you think we'd be let into the garrison if it wasn't for me?
I think you're just jealous that no one pets you.
I don't want petted.
You seem to quite like the like behind the right ear. That was like your favorite.
Don't do it
thing.
again.
Are you sure?
I
Yes.
think he wants you to do it, Tavio.
If you touch me, I will body slam you.
I think he wants you to do it.
I mean, I'm gonna leave that to Jarvis, of course. He's a person.
Tavio looks sad that he can't pet me anymore.
Seeing as we're here, where's Hannah?
She seems awfully angry about something. Did you piss her off?
I just went to check on her welfare, and she was rather, oh, I don't know, human.
I think it might have something to do with I woke her up like maybe 5 minutes before you walked into that, and she seemed a bit pissed then, and then you
Right.
walked in right after.
I don't know, is that a female thing, or is that a paladin thing?
I know, maybe a bit of both.
Because I know in Dragonborn society, there's none of this boundary shit that doesn't exist.
Let's
Pretty
call it
laid
a bit
back.
of both. It's probably both.
Probably both. Is she afflicted of the mind as well?
No. I mean,
She's-
she was always a tad touched, I guess, but
She's probably just tired because she got when she went through the portal and she didn't breathe. It she got fucked
Yeah.
up.
Fuck the portal.
She probably just needs some beauty sleep. Well, she definitely needs beauty sleep, but she probably needs just normal sleep too.
Who has the jar?
oh shit!
I'm gonna check the bag for the jar, and I haven't thrown it in. Good.
We should
Which,
give
by the
this-
way, if Chappie was trying to destroy all his magical items, why wouldn't he just throw the entire bag in instead of like one by one pulling everything out?
Because I don't want to ruin the entire game by destroying all the shit.
Should we give this door to the garrison? It was
I
there
mean-
before.
No?
Well, maybe
Why?
Why?
we should talk to them about it because maybe they'll know of other places or things.
But surely this would assist them.
It'll also assist us too.
Yes, but
I mean, yeah, you're probably right.
we
So-
are trying to leave, whereas they are going to stay.
You
Surely,
make a good point. You make a good point. We should talk to them about it.
yeah.
Which one seems the most reasonable?
I mean,
have
I mean,
quite
we've
fun.
been the ones like recovering the ward staves. So, I mean, really, who's been doing more good for this area lately?
I believe they have, seen as they've been fighting here for
Judging by all the
years.
dead things we've seen, I mean, they have not been slacking, but
I mean, we killed a lot of stuff too.
I would say it's tiny, minute compared to what they've done.
so which one do you reckon seems the most reasonable one?
I would say Kalara. She is their commander after all.
Right.
Who's
I don't
that?
know who it is though. That's a
Um,
lion.
You will love them, Charis.
Oh yeah, they do look a bit cat-like. Oh, sorry.
Trust me, trust me.
Okay.
Right. Let's find. Let me see. Is he still lying in his bed?
Who?
Brazar.
Sure is.
I'll just stick my head around the corner and go, "Where's Kalara?"
I think you saw them more recently than I did.
Jesus, you're the most unhelpful thing on this fucking. I'm just gonna mutter to myself and walk off.
I mean,
Oh,
I mean, we could probably talk to Dosh. She seems like okay,
I
and she also fixed Jairus.
think she needs to rest, probably, but we can't.
Oh,
do.
Yeah, she said she was resting because
right, then let's go to Spurs.
I will avoid that conversation if you don't mind, Tavia.
Why?
I get the feeling she's not comfortable around me.
Right. Come on, Jairus. Let's find Spur. Spur.
And you hear like sounds of fighting inside.
What the? I will try the door.
Yeah, you open the door, and as you open the door, you have to almost duck out of the way as the dagger comes flying at the wall that's
Holy
right next to
shit.
you. And she's like, "Huh," and she stops what she was doing, and she was training. She was like doing target practicing on some targets on the wall next to you.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. May I?
What?
I fireball the target. Firebolt. Fireball.
Sibo's madness has spread.
I think comparatively, Sibo was relatively safe.
And you see the thing strike the target, and it starts to burn, and she just extends a hand, and a gust of wind extinguishes the flames.
That's
Oh.
a nifty trick.
That is one way of doing it, but prefer. Well, magic can be unreliable sometimes.
That is why I prefer, like, when I'm healing people, I prefer to use, like, the natural method. And I show her my healing kits and stuff. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's besides the point,
She just
really.
walks past you as you get over to show it, and she just goes and retrieves her throwing dagger.
Right. Yeah, as I said, besides the point. So, anyway, do you know where Kilara is? Kilara? Or Morko? One of those people?
Yes, they should be in their quarters, I believe.
Would you kindly give me directions?
Northwest.
Thank you. Let's go.
and as you move out, you feel like a breeze after you, and then the door slams shut.
I mean, she is a bit antisocial though, like, you're right.
Yep.
I think she meant in here,
And where?
like, south of the incinerator, west.
Just hold on a second there, guys. Hold on a second there, Toby.
Yeah, I went back.
Okay, let's take a quick break. I need to get some drinks and fix a few things, so let's take 5 minutes.
Okay.
So how's it going, Mike?
Good.
Shit.
Thank you.
Alrighty,
I rarely appreciate memes.
we are back.
Not even this one.
No more memes.
Not even that one.
Just let your memes be dreams, okay?
Well, Hannah is sleeping, so
Yep.
Yeah, we're off to find.
Alright. So as you're heading down the corridor, you see something move in the south end of the corridor there, Tommy.
Beyond the rubble.
Oh, they didn't rock it up again?
No, it hasn't been blocked up.
What's that?
What's what?
There's something down there.
Well, let me through.
What do we see? Can we make a check?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yay, I get to do a roll.
I can try to, but I can just see this big black cat in front of me.
Yay, it's a good roll.
Give me one second. Alright, you just see someone, judging from the light source, about to round the corner.
Quick, prepare an ambush. No. Yeah. Right, Tabio, stand there and look helpless.
Oh, I'm so helpless.
Lie down and act hurt.
Oh.
I will stealth.
Okay. With disadvantage, of course.
Because I'm made out of metal and wearing heavy armor.
Yeah, either or.
Yeah, I'm invisible. There's like a giant
It's-
shadow of this giant metal dragon.
it's like a crane trying to sneak somewhere.
Like driving a tank down a street.
It's like a giant robotic dragon in a hallway.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna act like a statue.
Yeah, probably like one of your legs is sticking out, which you don't
Yep.
notice.
Come on, he could roll a 1 on his perception.
I mean,
What's that? Ah, it's nothing. Part of the wall.
Let's just go up to the people.
Yeah, well, this is definitely an ambush. I'm definitely hiding.
As you say, it's like 10 feet away.
Just walks around the corner. Hello. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna draw the spear.
okay.
Can you see anything, Tavio?
No, not really. Do you
I
want to
mean,
check it out?
the rubble still reaches up to like halfway, so you can't really see over it very well. But you can see, on the ceiling, you can see the light flickering and stuff in the distance.
Do you want to check it out?
Is it approaching us? Can we tell? Like, is it getting brighter or is it getting darker?
Seems to have stopped.
Let's check it out. Jarvis, you with me?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's climb through the rubble then. Down the other side.
I got that goddamn song on my brain now. Fuck you, Greg.
I have it on repeat.
Nothing here.
I mean, what the fuck do we do if it's a bunny now? Because
We
I think.
run.
Alright.
Just give me a sec, guys. Stop moving there.
Oh,
I greatly regret choosing to sleep. Ah.
Ooh, I have chocolate.
Could I have another perception check from the three of you?
Oh.
Very appropriate chocolate as well.
characters.
All right. Sure, Astavio, you also hear some footsteps coming your way rather rapidly from behind, and Josh, you recognize that these are quadrupeds coming. What seems to be coming after you or towards you?
Do we have a reaction? Like, I will take.
Like,
the
can I
dodge
look
action.
around the corner?
I will take the dodge action.
What do I see?
Yeah, you look around the corner, you see a pile of rubble. I mean, you have to climb over it to get to the other
Yeah.
side. So.
So, but I hear them coming from the other side of the rubble.
Yep.
All right. So we got things coming from the other side of the rubble, and we've got a light source coming from. It was coming from somewhere down south.
Yep.
Okay.
It's hard to tell because there's also in some place here there's also some light on the ceiling. So
Does my weapon of warning go off at all?
no. And a moment later, you can hear the footsteps.
Someone's
of the
coming.
quadrupeds. It seems to be leaving.
Something was coming.
What do you want to do? Do we keep going south to find out what's branching?
I
Light.
feel it's a bit dumb to go off exploring, and with only 3 people, I guess we should stay in the Celestials area.
Yeah, we shouldn't get too far away.
Well, let's have a look around this corner and then we can head back.
The famous last words.
Anything?
No, you don't seem to see anything directly.
Do we still see a source of light?
Well, you see several now. It's kind of hard to tell because in this corridor here, there's lots of light sources,
Oh, okay.
and there's one here as well. So it was a bit clearer before when it was just a semi-dark corridor.
Let's just head back.
Let's just head back.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Hello, Kilara.
By the way,
Yes, sir.
when the sounds came, like, could I tell, decipher anything from the way the sounds were coming and going?
Do you have any proficiency in that sort of thing, nature or something?
I have survival.
Yeah, sure. Use that. That's cool.
Jarvis is back, baby.
Yeah. some, is it some large quadruped? Probably somewhat your size.
Okay.
Seems to be pretty powerful footsteps.
Could I decipher anything about, like, what direction they were coming or what direction they went or anything like that?
Yeah, they seem to have gone to the, like, down this hallway.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Keep that in mind.
Clara.
Oh wait, there's a button here. I think we need to press to not
And
die.
as you approach, Sanjit steps out and looks at you. Says, they've just left. They went to speak to the others.
Oh,
Oh, that's probably what I heard then.
Oh, just so you know, Sanjay, there seems to be some abnormal light sources coming from the south.
yeah, we saw something south from the rubble.
Ah, thank you. I will keep an eye on that. Thank you for your vigilance.
Not a problem. Have a good day, sir.
By the way, I'm Jars. Nice to meet you.
And you, friend.
You have
Glad to see
already
you've
met,
recovered.
by the way.
Yes, thank you.
I'm not sure what your reaction to him is, by the way, because he does look like this. Like a dog.
Oh, that's true. But if he's with the Celestials, then I feel like Jairus
The rivalry begins.
would not take immediate offense to him. What the fuck?
Until you smell him anyway, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I missed the Roll20 not lagging while on Zoom.
Does this really make that much of a difference to you?
So
Really
much
makes
Yeah.
no
difference.
difference to me at all. It's really weird.
Hello, Clara?
Hello.
Yeah, they hear you. They seem to have gone into Dodge's room.
Well, let's knock the door.
Come in. You hear Spurs' voice.
I mean, we'll wait, but the door's locked.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm fairly sure it's locked.
The door's closed.
Open.
It's closed. Oh, fuck.
Ah, hello.
Hey, we're gonna talk with the Celestials if you want to join us.
I mean, by the way, when Jairus was coming in, Hannah was just like stroking her stomach while reading her little book. And once he entered, she immediately went to a more dignified position. I will put on my armor and follow.
Okay. Jairus pays no mind to her actions, her state when he entered.
I am following him. I have none outside. I don't know where.
Yes, good that you're here all. Thank you.
As Jairus enters in, he's kind of awestruck by the Lionels, but he doesn't say anything.
And good to see that you've recovered. Say, Walker
uh,
smells it.
Thank you.
Hannah has her book on the page. How to act around Celestials.
I'm just gonna look at her and go,
Chapter 4.
Hannah.
Yes, well, said good that you're here. Good that you have your senses. You seem to be missing one of yours. What was his name?
Boomy.
Boomy, that was it.
Yeah, he's like in his little hut. Can't really do anything about it. We'll have to fill him in.
Very well. So, you're welcome to witness, but please refrain from commenting until our discussion is over. And they make sort of a semicircle between them to have a chat. Now, I know that it's been strenuous at best to work with the inevitables, and that at times they have been a bigger distraction than they've been a help with the way that they behave, with their steadfastness in their ideas, which are no longer relevant. However, I do believe that we need to bundle our forces. Too long have we been strung out like this, and no offense, Bazar, but you've been getting worse lately. These last 100, 200 years or so, we haven't seen much improvement.
This is an intervention.
No, this is like a performance evaluation. Is like a core, his centennial evaluation.
We really need to accept that perhaps we will need to adjust, frustrating as it might be. I don't see us getting anywhere positive with the way that we are. So please, join us. Clara and I will head over there now. We'll try and see what sense can be had from them, but we expect little and expect that most of the adjustments will have to come from our side.
Ooh, baby.
Once we have done this, we must agree that under no circumstances will we split up again. We've seen what this did to us last time, and although perhaps more pleasant in the daily routine, it has been by no means beneficial. It has been an arduous journey for all of us, and it must come to an end. And you see that that the rest just seem to stand there considering without saying much. And at that point, Kalara seems to get rather annoyed at the other Celestials, and she lets out a extremely loud roar, and she stomps one of her front feet on the ground, and she says, "Now," he said, "let's go." And at that they get into motion. You're muted, by the way, if you didn't know that.
Pardon me, I think I might have a solution to the whole journey thing, and I pull out the old door.
Huh, that's been a while. Very well. He takes it off you.
I mean, a thank you would be nice. So yeah, I mean, you guys probably know how it works already. I say the words that I do know. Most of them seems to be dilapidated and broken, and I do not sadly know the word for the garrison, but I assume you guys do.
Ah, yes. And at this point, they all walk over to like the middle of the door on the eastern wall, and you hear Dago, you hear Clara say, "Thoughts click."
Bless you.
And at this point, the portal opens up.
And that's garrison.
I just hold out the bag to Dola. Sorry,
this,
friend.
This again. I'll get in the bag.
Alright, so you
And
get
try and do it in such a way where the rest of the Celestials aren't standing watching.
I'm gonna run real quick and see if Boomy is still isolated in his little hut.
He is.
All right, and then I'll just leave him. Then you snooze, you lose.
Yep. Alright. And with that, let me just put you all in a little formations of a bunch here.
Oh, this is Formation Alpha 9.
Sorry, Mike.
Yes.
And And so you're transported into the garrison, and Clara and Walker step out, and you hear Clara shout out, "Smeros, where are you?"
What did you shout? What name did you shout?
Samaras.
Smeros.
The Pegasus guy.
And he
The
comes
Pegasus
out
guy.
a moment later.
Yeah, the winged Pegasus guy.
We weren't even sure if he was a centaur or not, and now he's suddenly a Pegasus.
He's a Pegasus man.
Wait, so okay. Look, how much? What's his Pegasus percentage, and what's his centaur
How about
percentage?
fuck up?
He's like 50% man and 75% Pegasus.
That's good there. That's just not.
You can't just ask someone how much Pegasus they have. That's not in this day and age.
I'm sorry, I thought this was the My Little Pony subreddit.
And at this point,
Is there a My Little Pony subreddit? There probably is.
Obviously there is. There's a subreddit for fucking everything.
yes, shut up. There's also is there a subreddit for making people shut up? You need to go there every now and then.
Reddit.com shut up.
I mean, I'm sure you can find some gagging in like a BDSM subreddit, so.
The community is banned.
That's what I need. I need a remote control gag. That'd be great.
I'm sure we saw those somewhere. I'll order
Now
you
the
one.
stream is becoming something completely different.
I mean, it's not called World's Largest Dungeon for nothing, right? Right. So, Smaris comes out. Says, "Yes, what do you want?" Well, we are here to find some sort of truce between us. I know that we are working towards the same goal, but we've hardly been working together and would like to see that changed. And for better or worse, we will accept the terms you set forth the previous time we had this discussion. And Smear sort of almost smiles at that and says, "Ah, well, that is great to hear. Perhaps finally, see that you've recognized the error of your ways, and that we can work together for the good of all, as we were set to do so many years ago." And you see that the Celestials don't really seem too eager, but they go about and they see that Bazar heads over to the tree and starts looking at it sort of almost mournfully and sort of like runs his hand across one of the almost dead looking branches. And see the Doge starts to just walk around a little bit and heads over this way. Seems to dive into the library. Smeros, if you could please summon the others? We will need to announce this to them as soon as possible. We need to make some changes to the roster, to our duties, divide ourselves over the different wards. Come on, let's get into action. We've waited long enough for this. And a moment later, most of the other
There's two of them.
come in.
We talk my leg.
Weeder's not coming.
Pokes his head out the door, goes, I'm not quite inside.
Pretty much.
Retalk is the favorite though.
Hey, fucking Josh's favorite. Till he finishes that fucking leg.
Hold on, there's three fucking.
Oh, there are more than I thought.
Oh, I thought he'd be like unique.
If there's a moment, Jars would like to go over to We Talk.
Yeah, I mean, you're free to do as you want. You're not really expected to be part of the ceremony. You can see that like 2 minutes later or something, an ogre walks through. And a few more minutes later.
Does he like baseball?
You're redeemed.
This is not that ogre. But perhaps he likes baseball too.
Ask him.
I'm not asking him.
You can tell that the Dwergar and one of the hobgoblins look extremely nervous.
They're gonna get fucking
Uh,
smited.
one hobgoblin, the kobold, and the lizard folk, and the ogre actually kind of look happy, and they seem a bit gleeful. And at this point, Smeros takes over the lead. Let's say, gets up onto the platform together with Clara and Walker flanking him, and he gives an elaborate speech about all the stuff that needs to happen now. It goes on for a while to the point where you can tell that even the other Celestials are like,
Well, there's 3 Pegasus men. Holy shit!
there is. And eventually, after he's done, he gets into a bit more practical stuff. It's like, so now, as agreed, we will have half of the Redeemed join you, and they will help you with whatever duties they can perform. And well, I hope that you'll take good care of them. I've seen that they've been trained well, they performed well in their duties, so they are a valuable contribution. As are you, of course, friends, Smeros says to the lot of you. See, he waves his hand over the crowd.
You're welcome.
And
Did we do anything?
he did quite a few things. As for now, I believe I say we go on a joint expedition, try and find the last missing ward staves. Once we get those back,
Rolling
perhaps we
deep.
can all rest some. And at this, you see that the ogre seems to be pretty happy. He starts like whacking his club against his leg and cheering. And at that point, you see the handler of the Redeem goes to him and says, "Not now, crew. Later."
I believe I asked the time traveler guy where then objects were. Can I like do a roll to remember where?
Yeah, intelligence.
Intelligence. Oh, never mind.
Man, you are getting shite rolls today, my friend.
No, you don't remember. You just remember that it was somewhere around him, and it was far to the south.
Okay, so as to the matter of the staff, we did meet some dimensional being who was unable to teleport because of the interference of magical objects, and he mentioned they were close to him, and he was southwards from here.
Huh. Well, that's good to know. Thank you. Do you wish to come with us to accompany us there?
I'll go. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. I mean,
And
we
then
did ruin your incinerator.
kind of off to the side, Jairus will ask me talk about the leg and see how it's if it's available yet.
Yeah, give me a sec. And as all this is going on, you
Imagine if a
Speak
fight
with-
broke out right now. That'd be crazy.
rolling initiative for days, boys.
Yeah, this session will be
No,
just rolling
nice.
initiative, and then the next one will be the fight, and then that's all.
Just give me a minute.
Sure. Plot talk.
Tavio, by the way, you recognize the phrase. After some time, it took a while to recognize, because all these phrases in Celestial for the transportation are very old-fashioned Celestial, but that's no longer in use. The Thoughts Click means tree in Celestial.
Ah,
Aha!
speaking of the tree, does that like change at all? Like when they unify?
It
Tree.
doesn't seem to yet. And after you go over to speak to Weetalk and go and ask him some questions, you suddenly hear a commotion as someone flops out of the portal and starts throwing up some some silvery liquid, and everyone just turns to look as the meeting hadn't quite been adjourned yet.
Draw my
What
weapon,
the
run over.
Where's the portal? Is it still in this spot? Okay.
It's in the same spot, yeah.
Whoa.
Just make a quick beeline straight for it with weapons out.
Do I get the tingles from my weapon of warning from this? Intruder?
Not necessarily. This thing just falls to the floor and starts coughing up liquid, so it doesn't seem to be that it's in any immediate.
Immediate threat.
What kind of creature is it?
Looks something like this. And so it seems completely covered in sort of an icy sheath of armor as it falls to the floor and starts puking out the silver liquid. And as you start drawing your weapon, one of the celestials, one of the inevitables, steps next to you. Says, "Now hold on there, Dolar. We far outnumber this creature. There's no need to be rash."
Rash is one way. Suspicious is the word I'm looking for.
Yes, suspicion is good, but meeting suspicion with hostile intent, perhaps not.
I'll trust you on this one.
And Weetalk just continues this conversation with you about the leg in the meantime.
Oh shit.
What?
Did you perhaps forgot to breathe?
That sometimes happens to me.
I shouldn't be here.
What? What? You shouldn't be here? Why? Why not?
None of us should. None of us should.
I wish I was elsewhere.
There are a lot of you here. Hopefully you're like the cats. You're not planning to kill me, are you?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And I'll put my weapon away and offer her a hand up. I'm assuming it's a her.
It is a her.
Yeah.
She will
This metal construct dragon thing will step forward and
very, very warily take the hands. Thank you.
I mean, the cats are nice. Just be glad you didn't meet the bunny.
Oh, the bunny. Oh,
Oh, the fucking
The bunny?
yeah. Don't. That's a story for another time.
What is going on here? What is
well,
this place?
This is the Celestial Garrison.
I wish I knew.
Lord Dolar. These are. I let them all introduce themselves to too many people.
My name is Tavio.
I'm Isolde. What is this place?
This is a prison.
Yeah, for a lack of a better word, it's basically a prison.
And at this point,
Okay.
Clary has made her way over. She says, "Hello there. Please,
Hello.
step back a moment, Dolar. I am Perlani of the Celestial Garrison. You seem to come to us at a... well, we are rather in the middle of something.
I can see that.
Who are you, and how did you get here?"
Good question. I just now came through that door. Wish I didn't. Previously, I was, well, chased here. I came through a black door and got quite stuck in it until I went through. Then I was stuck here.
Ah, yes, we'd been hoping to close off that door at some point, but yes, unfortunate.
Could someone please tell me what's going on?
Well, these, and she extends her hand over the crowd, are fellow, well, members of the garrison, not all, but most. Some
Sorry,
adventurers here.
what is this garrison you speak of?
Ah, I see you have not. Very well. We have been stationed here for roughly 4,500 years. This was originally designed to be a prison for whatever vile creatures would not be allowed to roam the surface of the earth. Unfortunately, as time went on, disaster happened. Several large earthquakes struck, plus Teros digging up from the deep ruined some of the foundations. As a result, the majority of this prison has been in disarray for quite some time now. We've been trying to maintain the region around our garrison safe as a haven for anyone coming through, and with the option of joining the garrison, of course, in our fight against evil here.
I see. Is there a way out?
Out of
This prison, you say?
that would make a very poor prison if it was easy to get out.
Wait, to be fair, all prisons usually have ways to get out.
Yes.
Yes.
Most prisons also don't suffer catastrophic failure in their lifetime. We do not know of a way out, nor would we wish to leave.
Don't you, as the garrison, you run this place?
We run a small portion of it, unfortunately. Most of our forces were decimated decennia ago.
But you have no plans to leave, you say?
Regardless of whether an exit is available, we would not leave.
We would.
And that is your choice to make. We
Do
cannot
you
abandon
happen
our
to know
plight.
a way out?
We do not.
That's unfortunate. Well, this is quite awkward. Don't know what to say, really.
Well, perhaps just have a seat. We'll finish our business here.
Sure. She just sheepishly take a seat in the corner, not like just walked into this clusterfuck of a scenario, like shit.
At this point, Clara goes back up, and after this, Smaras resumes. Says, "Right, so," and then he starts doling out assignments to each of the people, and slowly people start filtering out. And by people, I mean creatures.
Clara,
Yes. What is it, daughter?
I believe you should have this, and I'll give her the Celestial Charter.
Ah, yes. Thank you. We will find a good place for it here. For now, I will return to our quarters. Morkor, please take this. And she hands it to him, and she starts heading back towards the celestial part of the garrison. And one of the horse-like constructs and a few of the redeemed follow her, along with one of the stone guys. And they depart. this point, as she's left, Crew again goes "Roar!" waving his club around.
That was fun there, big fella.
Yeah, I want to go smash things. Do you want to go smash things?
Sure.
I like smashing things.
Let's go and smash all the things.
But they're a bit funny. They tell me to smash only some things. Don't know why.
Well, within reason, you smash things. You smash the bad things.
Smash things, yeah.
The bad things, not the good things.
Yeah. You tell me what's bad, and I smash.
Look, I like that agreement. We'll stick to that. You stick with me, we'll be okay.
Jared, how's the leg situation going?
Oh, yeah, I was just about to ask him.
Yes, right, hold on. And he goes digging through his piles of stuff again and comes out with a pretty good looking robo leg. Says, sit down, this might hurt a bit.
Okay.
Oh, can I watch?
And he goes to sit you down, and it's a pretty intricate mechanism. Has toes and everything with multiple bone or multiple,
Yeah.
what would normally be bones in them. And
articulation, points of articulation.
Yeah, and also made the right way for feline anatomy, not for human
Gotcha.
anatomy. He shoves it on your stump. Says, now just bite down on something, and he sort of
I grab the leather strap across my chest.
Yeah, and he just puts his fingers in your mouth. Just to bite on. And then he presses a button on the thing, and a metal spike shoots through your stump. And a moment later, he sort of soothes your wounds a little bit, and the pain's still there. And you get the idea that something had to puncture through your leg to attach it properly in place. Cause
Yeah.
It doesn't have any ways to attach it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scratch Jarvis behind his right ear.
Get off of me!
Right, I did say it would hurt, and he just looks at his finger. There's a small dent in his metal. Never mind. Right, well, go and test it out and see how it feels.
We talk.
Yes.
You don't have a manual on how to fix constructs, do you?
No, but let me think. Perhaps yes. I'm sure. So very sure. Yes, you should go and ask Sinar. I'm sure he has some manuals.
Jarvis is just walking around, getting used to it, probably wobbling around a bit, and
it hurts like shit at first.
Yeah, it's still kind of limping a bit, but able to finally walk on his own 2 feet.
Well,
his own foot and his own new.
And you notice that the leg seems to just respond telepathically to what you think your leg should be doing.
Okay.
So there's no electronic connection or anything like that, but it seems to just have been integrated with what I think you would think, and then it just does it.
Gotcha. And so for all intents and purposes, my speed is recovered back to
normal.
Back to normal. Yay! I'm faster than everyone again.
I walk over to Isolde. So Isolde, was it?
That's right. Tavier, was it?
Yep. I mean, I understand this must be a bit confusing.
It's quite shocking walking into this situation. I wasn't expecting quite so many. It sounded like far less when I was following.
Yeah, it's quite impressive that you managed to follow those lions without being detected.
Thank you.
Anyway, I mean, me and my crew here, and I point towards Jarrus.
Hello.
Company.
I'm Jarrus.
We are in the same situation as you, I guess. We've just been helping out these Celestials because it seems like the good thing to do. But we are also searching for an exit.
Ah, that's good.
Mind
you
you,
could
we
help
have
me.
been here for weeks.
Ah, I've been here but a few days.
Oh well, if you survived alone for a few days, that's a merit in itself, I guess.
It hasn't been too bad. I've encountered a few things, most of them trying to kill me. You're the second group that hasn't. Hence my confusion when they came into the room.
Ah. Well, just be glad you didn't see a rabbit, unless you're dumb, and you don't look dumb. So, that's that.
I'll take it as a compliment. And why a rabbit?
I don't know, man. It was just a tiny ass rabbit, and it ate his brain.
Did do that.
She looks somewhat confused and might think you're a bit mental, but sure.
He might be a bit mad.
He might be a bit mental, yes.
So anyway, if it's fine by everyone else, you're fine to join us. Means safety and numbers and all that.
I don't
I
care.
have spent a long time alone, and if you are planning to look at an exit, then that seems a sensible precaution.
Do mind though, we might have to help these people a bit more because they are actually warding the well from some pretty nasty stuff.
Oh god, are we not done with them yet?
I think there's one staff left, Hannah.
Oh, they're such bores. Yeah, wow.
That's Hannah.
Hello,
I
Hannah.
mean, hi. I mean, the Order of the Gauntlet, they do bureaucracy sometimes, but they don't put me in the room when they do that. They just tell me go kill stuff. I don't do these meetings. I'm expressively forbidden from taking part in these meetings. So I really wish we could stop talking to these people. And, I liked it when we were just slaying devils. I'm really good at that.
How many
The
devils
tiefling
have you
looks slightly
slain?
appalled at you.
Well, devils, evil creatures. I like, when we killed those shadows, that felt really good.
Sorry,
No.
you've been killing shadows and rabbits.
Oh, and Balgest. A lot of Bargest. Quite a lot of Bargest.
Yeah, one
Lots
of them
of Barghest.
ate my leg off, and then he just like moves his little metal leg now.
One killed me.
Squeak.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's like precision engineering. It's like silent, like on ball bearings and shit. It's like
Yeah, it's really good.
5 of them ripped me apart and murdered me.
I resurrected her.
Yeah, we spent a lot of money bringing her back, and now she's just covered in all these black spots.
That is unrelated to the resurrection. He kind of skipped some chapters there.
Are you quite alright there? You seem to be lagging.
That is part of the resurrection sickness.
When was it you planned to search for an exit then?
I mean, we've kind of been just moving along and looking for one, and maybe we find one, maybe we don't, just kind of playing it by ear.
I'm mostly here to slay all evil I find, so I'm just hanging with them till they find an exit.
At this point, you see that Spurs starts leaving.
Spur, where you going?
Doing what I do best, scouting, alone.
Oh, good. Oh, by the way, Spur,
Yes.
no, never mind. Just go to the jungle, it's fine, see you.
When she leaves.
I hope you're not carrying any scrolls.
You never know whether she heard it or not. She left.
I need a book.
Ah, well, you've come to the right place.
I have indeed. You are a book person.
I have so many blank scrolls.
I need a manual on fixing constructs.
Uh-huh.
Because, I didn't used to be like this. I don't know how to fix myself.
Right. Fixing oneself is usually troublesome. We never do.
Well,
It is hard to access, usually requires someone else and the right tools.
if you would happen to have the book and could tell me where I can find the tools.
Well, let me have a look. And he goes flipping through some books. And at this point, you're maybe still half like looking at the leg, Jairus, and at this point, Weedog just barges past you, closes the door behind him, locks it like 7 times, and then walks this way. Says, Dolar, could not help it over here. Perhaps, well, sooner here can help you with the book since that's what you said you wanted, but sounds like you actually just want to fix yourself, is that right?
Well, yes, I need repairs. If we proceed from here and I get hurt, I will need to enact field repairs.
Yes, I understand. Let's sooner look for the book, but in the meantime I will try and find you something.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
And he will go back, unlock the 7 locks again, get back into his room. And he starts digging through stuff.
He's really serious about that room.
Oh yeah.
It's his life in there, man.
It is. Meanwhile, Doge sits down on the bench and seems very tired and doesn't really seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. But there's a brief conversation between Morcar and Basar, and soon afterwards Basar takes a few of the redeemed and heads out. You can see that Crew, the ogre, is very excited. Like, "Ooh, smash!" And he almost smashes the hobgoblin in front of him.
I'm gonna try and high five him as he's leaving.
Oh, that'll hurt.
Yep.
Yeah, he high fives you and just like misses and then hits your face, and you just go flying against the wall and you take 10 damage as you hit.
Oh my god.
As he full on high fives you.
I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
That was fun. Let's go. Come on.
I love ogres. I would like to walk over to Morcor. That's Morcor, right? Am I right?
Pardon me, Moko. You never like gave us orders. Are we free to just look for the staff, or?
Yes, please do. As mentioned, if you want to join the expedition, that's fine, but you should hurry in that case. I think they're just leaving now.
I mean, they did seem to split off in quite a lot of different directions.
Yes, a few of them have gone back to the garrison.
Another quick
Our
question.
garrison. Well, the other
Yeah.
garrison.
Another quick question about the old door. Will that stay open because we kind of left Boomy behind?
Ah, yes, he does not seem to want to come, so I did not inquire. It will stay open until someone chooses to close it. No matter, he can make his way here on foot.
You seem to be forgetting this place is quite dangerous for a mortal to traverse alone.
And Boomy doesn't really look like he drinks his milk, and I'm not sure. He's not really in shape.
Tell me more about
If you
that.
look at him, he's really scrawny.
Adrian, we have no idea what you're saying, dude.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Something about minestrone? I don't know.
It's true.
I mean, I heard what you said. But
Anyway,
just
I
want
would-
to point out this face. It's a good face. You look just about as confused as we did.
Anyway, I would consider it a favor if you left the door open at least until Boomy could be able to follow us.
I'll leave it open for 2 more hours.
That's probably fine. So, gang, what's the plan?
I'm waiting for a book. Something We Talk's getting for me.
Yeah, from what you know from Sinar, you're going to be here a couple of hours if you're waiting for him to find just the right book for you. He's going to find it eventually. But...
We're gonna have to wait for him to find a book.
That'll take days.
Problem. Well, we can go off on an adventure. Let's get what we talk needs and
Yeah, I wanna fight stuff. I got my new leg. I'm feel alive. Just like hopping around like in his new leg. He's like doesn't have to like hobble around anymore like a fucking decrepit fucking
Fuck.
fuck.
Grab it, fucking fuck.
Yep.
You guys reckon we should go speak to everything? We need
Yeah,
quite
we should.
I have no idea who that is, I'm afraid.
Oh, she's a ghost.
Quite.
Yeah, well, yeah, we should do that since Boomy's not around, so he won't get all crabby.
Yeah. I mean, there's no more pelvic bones to steal, I guess, but...
Yeah, but who knows what he'll steal if there's no pelvic bone.
Are you all quite sane?
I mean, we do speak like we're insane, and I do realize that, but what we're saying is actually, like, relatable to what has happened in this dungeon, which is, like, insane.
I do have some concerns, I must admit, but this is a strange place, so I'll take your word on it.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
Similar. One chased me in here.
Mm.
But
Well,
It
this
was a
ghost
hard
is quite
lack.
nice. This ghost is actually quite nice, but, I mean, she's missing a pelvic bone.
by the way, I'm Jarvis, and he holds out his hand to shake your hand.
It's all day.
And when he touches her hand, is it cold or anything like that, or?
Not particularly.
Okay, I was
A
just
little
curious.
bit. A little bit chillier than usual, but nothing extreme.
Okay. All right, well, let's go.
well,
As-
let me just check what we talk.
Yes, yes. Here.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. And he hands you a wand.
A wand.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nice.
What is it?
Just have someone or you use it when you're damaged.
Okay.
It will do some emergency repairs. It's the best I could do on short term.
No, that's brilliant. And then we'll get the book and stuff. We talk wand. we call it.
Is it a wand of repair wounds?
It is a wand of repair, yeah. I made a character sheet for it, so you can click it from there. You can move it into your own sheet later.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Wand of Repair.
What a creative name.
I know, right?
Does Weetox seem the most creative person here?
We talk's a boss.
Made a pretty cool leg.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Tink, tink, tink.
Tavio,
What?
perhaps you should hold on to this.
Did you say you was trying to destroy everything? What if that happens again?
I mean, I'm fairly sure that's done with. Doge over there fixed me up. Like she fixed you.
Okay, I leave it up to you.
I believe you would have better ability casting than I would.
Well then, I will take one.
What the
hell was
going
that?
on?
I think he hit a cable again and knocked his speaker down.
Speaker over.
Gotta get that cable management.
Fucking time.
Look how out of breath he is from that. He's it's like he just went to the gym.
So young, but so old.
It's like he just went to the gym.
Fuck all of you.
Alright. And that's what Tavio has. Oh, that's what Tavio. That's what we has for you now.
I'll hand it to Tavio.
I put it in the bag of holding.
Keep that safe.
Do we have any leads on the ward staves?
I believe to the south.
Well, yeah. That's basically what we got from.
Okay.
What
So
are
everything
these
is what
ward
the fuck?
staves you're talking about?
Oh,
Magic.
they ward against evil creatures walking through them.
They make like barriers to like hold back evil stuff. You're not evil, are you?
Yes. No.
Okay, then you're good. Cause one
That's
of
generally how it works.
one of our friends got stuck outside, and we had to put him in a bag and haul him, smuggle him across the border.
I think the less I know, the better.
Probably.
And just for convenience sake, I'll say that Boomy eventually makes his way out of the thing, wonders where the fuck you all went, and follows you. Just because we don't want to lose him before next session. Otherwise, we're gonna have a whole session that's entitled "Where in the world is Boomy Blackheart?"
Is Blackheart actually his last name?
Yeah.
Was this previously? I feel like I did not know this.
So, Isolde, what do you do? Like,
Hold on. Where's
What do you mean?
Hannah?
are you
There
like
you
a
are.
fighter or like a?
What's
Beefy
your
thing.
thing? What do you do?
Also, guys, could you give me a new Alpha 9?
I'm at
Alright, let's get Gamma 7 on.
I mean, do you just want to replace Simo with Isolde in the marching order?
yeah, that'll do.
I'll take the rear, right? That's
Yeah, have
Yeah.
you or Dora at the front and the other one of those at the back.
yep.
I mean, you don't have to like walk in that order. That's fine. I just want to know what the order is.
To answer your question, Tavio, suppose I'm proficient in arcane arts.
Ooh, that's-
Ish. Maybe that's not quite right. I work well with ice magic, though.
Ooh,
I'll be disconnecting for like 10 minutes.
that's
Alright.
cool.
10 minutes.
Magic.
Fuck, my thing's all fucked up. Fuck.
Rebooting his router probably.
Oh
right,
my
just
god.
pause the recording for a second, Greg.
Yeah, hold on.
I go for a smoke then.
Or since you have scouts going ahead of you to try and find stuff, they can tell you where you can do something useful.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Roller's also on board with that.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Then
Boomy said he's
just
on board too.
move it a little bit.
He told me.
Yeah, it's fine.
Good.
That's right, my friend Jeremy. So I'm up for that.
Sorry, 2 seconds, guys. Literally running downstairs.
You moved us like 5 feet, Arnie. Oh, there we
No,
go.
I moved you like 600.
For a second there, we were only moved like 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Where are we now? I can't see shit. Can I get a ping, please?
Yeah, just let me.
Can I get an amen?
We're over here.
Where is this? Oh, this is that fucking place with the
That's where
spider.
the spider was.
Yeah.
Basically, I will just wait for Chris to get back and I'll tell you what happens when you go to see Eden Hill. And then after that, you can move on through here. Because I think, other than the part just to the northeast of where your tokens are now, you've explored everything. I mean, there's a few small rooms left, but nothing really fancy.
So where are we going next? I don't know what the end result was on the vote.
Are you going to the maze? And then after the maze, you're going to the Halls of Flesh.
Why aren't we going to the final destination?
Because we'll get murdered horribly.
Um,
Holes of flesh doesn't really sound all that cool either.
Nope.
I mean, that's just the place where Hannah promised she would take Sibo.
Ah, that was the House of Flesh on a completely different thing.
Ah, sorry.
Oh.
Right, so I'm just going to narrate a few things about what happens with Ignil, because you wanted to go and see her now that
Yep.
the garrison is reunited. As you go over to where Burden Hill was previously, you notice that the candles in the prayer room have gone out, and she's nowhere to be found.
All of them are out?
Yep,
Hmm.
in her prayer room, not in the garrison room, in her prayer room.
Okay.
Ah,
Maybe you have found peace, Irindale.
Okay.
What about her little shrine?
What shrine?
The shrine
Why
with
is she a little
the
shrine?
holy water that burned Boomy.
where Boomy took a
Oh
shot.
yeah, that's still there. It's just that the candles have gone out.
She seems to have moved on then. Good on her.
Moved on without a pelvic bone.
No fun times for her.
Or a head, to be fair.
I mean, eh. Okay, and the rest of the force that have moved out, they're heading with you. And they sort of fan out through the region. And there's a brief discussion where Basar sort of wants to come with you because you know there's probably going to be more action where you're going, but he doesn't want to let the Redeemer go by themselves because they're probably going to get themselves killed. So he'll accompany them and let you go on your way to the northeast of where you are.
Alrighty. Let's get the door open then. Northeast, you say?
I mean, what are you doing, Kat?
It's teaching you. It wants you to learn how to improvise better, so it's doing you a favor.
I mean, I've made like 3 notes a session, but I just like having it there. Just in case.
I mean, the good things about a cat though is quite light. You could probably just like move it with your hands.
Ah, yes, this is a good idea.
Alright. Let's go. Ba-ba-ba.
Go DMing.
Yes, it can play the Kat Bayun when we talk to them. Uncharted area.
Is anybody familiar with checking doors for things that might hurt me?
I don't know which way you went.
Follow the sound of my voice.
Ooh, hello.
Tavio, can you come check this door out for me, please?
Oh, of course I can. I'm a private detective.
He's intelligent as fuck.
No, I'm dexterous. as fuck.
Your dex and your intelligence are the same modifier. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're delusional.
Maybe some after effects of those ones.
Yeah, let's open the door.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Can you move back a step, Dora?
Yep.
Whoa.
And
Ooh.
as you step forward and look into this small square room, you can tell that it's remarkably different from anything you've seen from the rest of the dungeon so far. The walls and the floor here are made of hexagonal, what looks to be stones,
Oh, it's not Doritos?
and the mortar is replaced with resin. It sort of looks like beehives. And there's a translucent substance which covers the walls and the floor, sort of like a sap that hangs over it. And there's tables and weapon racks in this room made out of bone and resin, but they're all broken. And on the north wall, there is a mural depicting an endless stream of armed and armored humanoid ants spiraling around a large fortress.
The fuck?
That is weird.
Well,
Looks very much like a hive.
let's.
And my weapon isn't going off at all?
Nope.
Don't get any. Okay.
Let's. Adventures always go left, so let's open that door on the left.
Is that like a written rule or something?
It is.
Huh.
I always heard it was right is right.
If in doubt.
I think it's left is right.
I just walk straight.
Open this second door.
There's a similar room. Again, there's some dead insects here and there, just normal sized insects. And quite a lot of like junk just strewn around the room.
Next door, please, sir.
Do you reckon there's giant ants in here?
I've probably a fair idea, yes.
After what you said about the rabbit, entirely possible, I suppose.
I mean, that wasn't a giant rabbit though. It's without rabbit size.
And as you make your way through this door, the next room is a little bit different from the previous ones. There's what seems to be some sleeping quarters here, but they don't really look like they would be at all comfortable for any of you. Except
I would
for
like to
Domain.
prod around in one of them.
All right. Can you give me an investigation check?
Okay. I want to fucking ball with this roll today. Jeez. Christ. Have I rolled over 10?
I wish
Yeah,
we could
did.
get like a chart at the end of the game or whatever, like of all
Yeah,
the
we just-
rolls.
The distribution of the rolls per player.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We just need like dedicated fans like Critical Roll. They have crit roll stats. Just need someone to...
You need WLD stats.
Yeah, so you look around in there and you don't really find anything. It just looks like there's a bunch of chitin and bones and stuff. And you do find that these bones seem to be of a medium or larger creature. And these also seem to be what are sleeping here normally, or what would be sleeping here.
Is there any? Are we able to make any sort of connection between this place and those insectoid creatures that we found at the corpse of the Celestial?
Someone's proficient in nature? Want to try?
Nope.
I honestly don't know what I expected to find in there.
Well, let's keep moving before they come back.
I hope they're already dead, to be honest.
And
Music. Light soothing.
going to make it a bit more exciting.
No, I like the soothing. Uh-oh. Stuff's happening. Quick, panic.
This room looks very much like sort of like a barracks. There's like stacks of sleeping quarters here, like maybe 20 or so along the walls.
Let's just keep moving.
There's stacks of what on the wall? Sorry.
Like bunks,
Okay.
but made out of chitin and resin and things like that.
Yeah. Ill.
And there's more of the same, except here you also find a number of corpses of. They're roughly the size of centaurs. These corpses,
Oh,
Um,
Jesus.
and they seem to be pretty heavily armored insectoid creatures with a sort of a long, elongated ant body, and then semi-humanoid upper frame, much like the well, you couldn't really decide whether it was a Pegasus, a horse, or centaur, but something of the sort.
Everyone be on your guard. Let's go north.
A winged centaur is what I've decided.
And this room suddenly looks very different on the inside. It very much looks like this has been for one occupant only, as opposed to the 20 or so that you've seen in the previous rooms. And there's a desk and some relatively normal furniture that you would expect, which looks somewhat damaged. And there's one large, this one's about the size of a horse, insectoid creature dead against the wall, surrounded by a circle of 8 or so other corpses. One of them still impaled on this creature's sword.
Okay, so the insect-looking creature has a corpse impaled on its sword.
Yeah, and there's several other of those corpses that have been impaled with the sword lying.
And what do the corpses look like? Just normal, like, humanoid corpses?
Yeah, humanoids. They're a bit too degraded to tell what kind of humanoid they were.
And do these, I mean, okay, so now that we've seen some of these larger ones, do they look anything like what we saw before?
No, they seem to be distinctly different from what you saw before.
Okay.
These are more ant-like, and the others were more like
beetle-like?
Yeah, not exactly like a beetle, more like a cockroach-like
Gotcha.
creatures.
Okay.
Sort of like a beetle, but not an actual beetle.
Gotcha.
Let's have a look around. Search the room.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation. Let's see what you find. Okay, you look around a little bit. You can definitely tell that the sword's in good state.
I don't know. My roll hasn't even loaded through yet on my roll 20.
Oh, it was a 10.
Like unusually good state, Ernie?
Like probably not meant to be in that state if it's not magical state.
Yes.
I mean, I can be as blatant as you want me to be. I just think it's more fun if I'm not that obvious.
I mean, just for the sake of, like, saving us the time and effort here. Like, is it in pristine condition, or is it, like, rusty, or...
Yeah, it's good.
Gotcha.
And I wouldn't mention it if it wasn't. I would mention it at level 1, but not now.
Tavio, do you want to put that in the bag?
Do you also want to unmute?
It's great that you mute yourself when you're eating, but you should really fix that up.
Yeah, sorry. So I will type. What type of sword?
It's a bastard sword.
Oh,
Bastard
shit.
sword from room.
E31.
No one tell Adrian.
Thank you.
It's in the bag.
And that's where it'll stay. Let's open the door then.
Ooh, Hannah, don't you use these kind of swords? I ask, as she's fucking gone.
I'm good. That's what you get when you're not here to roleplay your character. That's what happens to your character.
I'm never missing a session again.
I don't even know what I would do if I had to roleplay Tavio.
Somebody who's on a lot of cocaine.
Yeah, simple. Just take a lot of coke. Happy days.
I'll open the door.
You find Tavio passed out, white substance all over his face. And you're certain it's not a powdered donut.
What the? Oh, my roll 20's just
Oh shit.
right.
Ooh, is that a stab?
I need to reload here.
Reload. Reload.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
I can. I'm a construct. I can reboot.
I can't let you do that, Star Fox.
Not enough mana.
I'm no beast of burden.
Can you ping me across, Arna?
Ping my.
Hi, Mai. Is that the guy from fucking Kill Bill?
Cool.
It is.
Can someone shift click me?
We already did.
Oh, my roll 20's fucking done then.
I did it again. And again. And again.
There we go. Now it's finally done it.
Error. Does not compute.
Computer says no.
Guys, I think Dolar blue screened. We have to.
Computer says no.
Hold on a minute. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, so let me finally, after technical issues,
Well,
resolved.
yeah, Dolar was lagging. He was like,
It's
What the
just
fuck was
software
that?
update.
So a huge rotting insectoid creature dominates this room. It might have at the time been quite majestic, but now it's simply a rotting pile of meat with strange bones protruding from it on all sides. And the rest of this room has been set up to accommodate the creature completely, with oversized trays, writing instruments, pillows, all that sort of thing. And several smaller insectoid creatures are scattered across the room, and they seem to be in positions of repose rather than combat. They have weapons with them, but they seem to have died somewhat peacefully. And on the west, you see a pedestal holding a ward staff.
Yeah,
Right.
so did it look like they touched the staff and then got repelled across the room and died?
No.
Let me get the staff. I'm gonna run in, grab it, and run out.
Okay, you run in, you grab it, you run out.
Yeah, anything bad happen?
Nope.
Ooh, we got it. That's the last stop.
I kind of want to. I want to have a look about in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good God.
You just like glance once left, glance once right, like, nah, let's go.
Nope. I'm out. Peace out.
So goddamn mean, Greg.
Guys, we have 20 minutes left, let's focus on the game. So guys all leaving, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we want to check the other rooms?
No, we've got what we've come for.
Are you sure? That's kind of a little thing though, like checking the doors.
What if there's a way out through there?
What if there's a way out through there?
She has a point.
Fine, I'll kick the door open.
You just boom against the door.
Oh, is it a pole door?
That's just a sturdy door.
Fine, I'll push it open, or open it.
Fine, I'll use my hands.
We get attacked by something that's on you guys.
Well, if we get attacked by something, it'll probably be on you because you're first.
Funny.
What?
I'm just gonna open the doors for you. Choose what to do with it after.
Holy shit.
Well, that was nice.
I like the symmetry of the room.
I don't like the predator noises. Let's move.
Oh, look, there's Hannah.
Will we check these rooms out
What do you
before
mean?
we
I've
go?
been here the whole time.
Why did Hannah turn into an anime character?
Not this me, senpai.
I'll have a peek in this room.
Please no bunny, please no bunny, please no bunny. Please. Oh, this might actually lead to a new zone.
It does.
It does. Well, we should return the wards, Dave, before we go anywhere.
Do we know how many they were missing still?
This is the last one.
We did some quick math, and this should be the last one, yeah.
Oh,
It is, yeah.
cool.
Alright. Or we could just fast forward if you want to, you getting back
Yeah.
to the garrison.
You cannot fast travel when there's enemies nearby.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
It really annoys me that you can't side scroll. I want a side scroll wheel.
Oh, I just scroll with like clicking mouse 3 and then moving my mouse.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit tricky if you have a group selected and then do that. Doesn't always play nice. Alright, so you guys make it back to the garrison, where you find that out of the Celestials, only Doi is still there.
Hey, Doge.
The rest have seemingly gone back to the other garrison or have gone on scouting missions and the sort.
Man, we're so good. We already found it.
So that Dwargar standing there is not there.
Oh no, the Dwargar's there. He's just
Alright.
sitting looking a bit uneasy.
Hey, Doge.
Ah, welcome. Is that? Have you
It
found
is. It's for you. I'll give her the stave.
And she looks at it and she accepts it with. She accepts it, but she's a bit slow. You get the idea that she's pretty drained from all the work that she's done over the last days.
Mm.
So, thank you. This will be just what we need. Thank you again, Novar.
It was a group effort.
Yes, well, thank you all in that case.
Well, we'll leave you to rest.
Should we wait here for the rest of the group to come back?
No, I believe it's time to press on.
Before you go, allow me to do one more small thing for you.
Sure.
And she walks over to Tavio, first of all. Hey, look who's back 30 minutes later.
Well, I did the following. I looked at
No, it's
Yep.
okay. Never mind. So she
That's a
walks
really
over-
cool explanation.
Yes, don't do it. She walks over to Tavio and she lays a hand on Tavio's shoulder and says, "While you were gone, I did some more research. I think I figured out what the spots are. Let me try something." And she starts to cast a spell. And I think you may have it in your spell list. Not sure.
Depends entirely on the spell.
If it's a cleric spell, then he'll have it from his divine soul.
Yeah,
Yep.
is it all cleric spells?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's such a
okay.
fucking good subclass of sorcerer. It's so strong.
Yeah. Could you make an Arcana check then to see if you recognize what's happening? If you want to, of course, if you care.
I care.
I care.
Let's have a good roll from Davia today. Let's do it.
Oh my
Boom!
god, it's nice.
There goes.
He's
Yes,
done it.
she casts Remove Curse on you. And as she casts Remove Curse, you notice that the spots start fading away.
How about the fucking tattoo?
Two.
What? Oh, the tattoo stays.
Oh, god damn it.
But she removes the what seemed to be a disease, but turned out to be a curse from you, and then proceeds to do the same from Boomy and Hannah.
Damn.
Wasn't even here. Didn't even deserve this. But there you go.
What do you mean you've been here the whole time, you big silly he?
So, I noticed you cast Remove Curse on me. Do you have any idea what the curse actually did?
That's Hannah, by the way, talking.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got that. I got the joke. Very, very good joke.
That's what
Very
that's what
funny.
happens when you're not here to play your character. They get turned into an anime character. So.
It's a strange curse. It seems to take on the symptoms of a disease almost, but it's a curse nonetheless. It's good that you didn't see much fighting while you had it. It would have probably been quite lethal for you. Also,
I did notice something when we were fighting the bunny, but passed.
yes. Well, needless to say, if you're trying to impress someone, having your skin covered in welts does not really go well. So what it did is that you had damage vulnerability to everything while you had it,
Oh shit!
and this is advantage on charisma checks.
Oh my god!
What?
If you got hit by that
Advantage on
bunny,
charisma
dude, you
checks.
would have been dead.
I did not get hit a single time since getting that curse. Are you sure?
No, only one person did.
Plenty of people did, but not the three of you that had it.
Jarvis was the one that got hit the most, and then Dola, I think, and I don't think anyone
I wasn't
else.
cursed.
And Boomy and Sibo did too, but he didn't
Yep.
have.
They also didn't have
Pretty
it.
much the people that had it didn't get hit, and the people that didn't have it got hit.
Which was random,
Calculated.
'cause I tried getting at Boomy with the bunny, but I couldn't.
Oh my god! If you got Boomy with it, he would have been insta killed.
He would have been fucked.
All right. Well, I think that that's a good time to call the session there. Next week we'll move into the next.
All right,
We'll
bye.
move into the next region.
Say bye to our
Bye.
viewer. Bye.
I spent the whole fucking session waiting for my internet to suckle ass.